Wake Up with Jim and Saab is now exclusive on Spotify.
If you're thinking of making your own podcast, use Anchor. You can download it free on the App Store and Play Store.
Why did it take so long? I'm tired.
Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast. We haven't done this in a while. Video episode. If you want to watch it on YouTube,
Yeah.
it's there. So, Jim, Malibag game?
I actually looked at it. Ang daming malibag.
Oh nga eh. We should do one
Ang dami.
maybe
And
like once a week.
I think this is a public apology to all the
Yeah.
malibag senders.
Sorry.
Marami ring mga follow-up
Updates.
updates on what
Okay.
happened. So, yes, we promise, we commit. Ngayong 2021, hahabulin namin yung malibag.
Okay. So, we've seen the music video of Moira de la Torres, Paubaya.
Yeah.
It's greatly done.
Mhm.
Josh Leah. Damn.
Bakit Leah?
Julia and Josh.
Akala ko.
Bayan.
Okay.
Okay, so, speaking of Paubaya, our first Malibag is called Paubaya Malibag. I wonder what it's about. I haven't read it. Hi, pod parents and pod sibs, sharing our Paubaya Malibag story. In our case, we were not engaged. I did hope we were. It's a long-distance relationship which I thought I am made for. Alam mo yon, malayo siya and I believe I'm the most faithful person, perfect for the job. Red flag, he isn't. And I didn't care anyway. We always have arguments about third party and jealousy. Akala ko I'm forgiving him every time. Yun pala, naiipon lang siya and the hiding gets better. Ako naman, mas lalo lang naging praning. To sum it up, toxic na siya. Then one day, he realized he wanted to have a life without me. He left. Ang sakit. Okay, a little rewind before the chaos. My relationship with my ex, aka John, was not just about all the pain. I must say I was happier when I met him. Happier in a sense that I can always be myself when we're together, and I assume it's the same case with him. I guess because guys have the tendency to protect their image, career-oriented kasi si John. But with us, walang judgment, mag-fail ka or hindi, we support each other. I think in a way we also saw our future together. That's why he bought a dog for us, anak namin, whom I love so much, tagal ko na gusto nun eh. I appreciated it when he bought the breed that I wanted rather than the breed that he's been eyeing for years. We also partnered in a business which is also in favor of my profession. We were okay with our families, especially ako. Iba yung attachment because he's far and kami ng family niya palaging nagbabond. Ang perfect na no, pero may kulang. I always thought I'll never measure up, but I really don't know kung kanino ako nakikipag-compete. Or maybe kinain ako ng sistema because towards the end, I always assumed the worst in our relationship. Safe to say, I was the toxic one. In my defense, our past issues piled up and we were never really settled. Now, after almost 4 years, we broke up. Akala ko siya na, hindi pa pala. I loved him more than I thought I could ever love. Or so I thought. Ang hirap to start again from scratch tapos my old self keeps scrolling every now and then with questions like, paano kung meron ng iba? I was in a very dark place. I was lost. But here I am 2 months after. I learned to change my mindset. I answered questions in a way that it is God's will and there's nothing to be fearful about. If it will make him happy, why would God want me to be sad about it? Hindi ganon. I know my time will come and I'll be happy again. And then Moira's Paubaya music video was launched a day after John messaged me. Hindi para makipagbalikan pero para humingi ng tawad. May kurot pero mas magaan sa pakiramdam. Masaya na daw siya and I felt relieved that I'm not causing anyone pain anymore. Sabi ko nga, thankful ako, pinahiram ka, okay na ako doon. And as the lyrics say, pinapaubaya ko na sa kanya. Thank you, Podfam. I just wanted to share it here because I haven't told my family yet. I'm scared that they would be mad at him and would say to pull out of our business. I also have questions. How do I cut ties with John? Number 1, his family. Sinusundo pa rin nila kami nung fur baby namin sa house and umaalis pa rin. Number 2, our fur baby, which he bought. Number 3, our business, which he funded and I worked hard on. We were on a lease for 3 years and mag-anniversary pa lang this April. My work. Since I manage it, I'm kind of compromised because I have to consider other expenses for the business and I didn't mind because I like seeing it grow and we were just starting. Di pa naman siya nag-ROI kaagad. Ang daming hanash ng moving forward stage when you still consider your past. Help. Thank you so much, pod parents. Sorry for the long malibag. I appreciate this platform because it helps people like me a lot.
So pretty much it's how do you move on from an ex na you've committed so much to?
Mm-hmm.
In her case,
They've got a dog together.
if it's involving family,
Mm-hmm.
how do you cut ties with the family? If there's a baby, whether animal or human, how do you manage that? And then if you have a business together,
Oh, wow.
so pretty much if both your worlds are super entwined, how do you move on from that? Ikaw.
I think this is very hard, especially how do you let go, diba, if you can't completely let go?
Pero, di ba he was a cheater?
Oo nga eh. I mean, I think sinabi naman niya na in terms of the relationship, okay na siya. Kaya na niya.
Oo.
Or so she says.
Okay.
But what about all the other stuff? With the family? What do you think? So long distance sila. So it's easier, I guess, because she doesn't have to see him.
Yeah.
But she did form a close bond with the family. I think that's tricky. Lalo na pag kunwari, if magkaroon nga ng bagong girl in the picture, I think...
I think,
ano ba?
ako, pagdating sa ganyan, I think it's usually, they are just remnants of your relationship. So it's up to you to decipher which remnants are actual keepers. So it's like you moving out of a house. Parang when you move out of your house or you move to a new place, diba, you have boxes where you have two boxes where you throw stuff, keep stuff. And ako, honestly, you can do the KonMari method pagdating sa ganyan. Yeah, we had that episode, diba, yung X box. What stuff from your exes should you keep? I think it applies to the same thing, especially with family. And it's parang stepping back and seeing it as, okay, sino ba talaga sa family niya yung friend ko talaga? Na our friendship goes beyond him being my ex and my boyfriend. Like, were we really friends? Like, would we be friends outside of this relationship?
Yeah.
If the answer is yes, then
I think,
invest in the friendship.
I think you can keep it.
Keep it. Pero kung for example, yung mom, if let's say, iba naman siguro if like the mom is your like, became your mom and I mean like, would cook. I don't know.
I agree. I think it's fine to still have a relationship with the family, but definitely there has to be some boundaries. Boundaries talaga kasi remember, this is your ex's family and you have to respect na, sorry to say, but you're never gonna have the relationship that they have. Diba? Kasi syempre mas importante sa kanila yung anak nila. I think in the letter, she said na hindi pa nila sinasabi sa families nila. I'm not sure how the guy's family would react. Would they still be sweet to you? Knowing that you might not be in their lives in the future?
I think maganda yung point mo dun Kasi I think when you're in the middle of this, very intense breakup, syempre, that's why the heartbreak nga is tenfold Diba? Because you're not just saying goodbye to your boyfriend, you're saying goodbye to tita, you're saying goodbye to you saw these people as family.
4 years.
Oh, so, but I think yun nga yung pinaka-importante. You have to step back and remember na at the end of the day, like ako, nakailang girlfriend ako, nakailang tita ako, and my mom also, nakailang, my mom fell in love with different girlfriends, diba? And at the end of the day, it was always easy to make her love whoever I was dating next.
Yeah.
Kasi, tama ka, ako yung anak niya.
Yeah. Gusto kong magkape. Magkapera.
Oh.
Habang may oras, bigyan mo ng oras.
Oh.
Morning person. Gising sa madaling araw.
Ay.
Work hard. Order harder.
Ay. New Linya Linya shirts are up on www.linyalinya.ph.
And face masks are on sale.
So check it out on www.linyalinya.ph.
And whoever makes you happy, syempre, mamahalin nila. Pero tama, like I said, kailangan talaga may boundaries. Like ako, I really grew close with my college boyfriend's family. Syempre, yun yung parang we grew up together. And talagang naging close ako sa family niya. As in, extended family, even his ninongs and everything. But when we separated talaga, when we broke up, I think kailangan kong respetuhin talaga na, you know, I can't be like, commenting on stuff on Facebook and pretending na parang I'm still part of that family. I feel like that's a little epal. Alam mo yun? Parang medyo parang, okay.
Pero, paano siya hindi,
But I would still say happy birthday, tita.
What if the family is the one who's initiating? Kuwari, potluck, party, labo. And then at Saab. Diba? Parang,
tas wala naman yung anak nila kasi nga, I think he's out of the country or something.
Mare, at Saab, na-miss ka namin. Na-miss ko yung, yung bibingka mo.
Again, ako, honestly, I think nga, kailangan talaga may boundaries. You don't only think of yourself, you think rin of your ex-boyfriend. Respect the separation. So, kung wari, na-miss niya yung bibingka mo, you can send your bibingka, but you don't have to physically be there. You can show naman your appreciation for the family without being there and intruding in their lives.
Okay.
Kasi, yun nga, tama ka, hindi lang yung boyfriend mo yung binikan mo, pati sila. So, you don't have to cut ties all the way, pero you have to be sensitive about it. Na nasasaktan rin sila.
I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
What if, kasi does it make a difference kung who broke up with whom? Who?
In terms of the family?
Kunwari, let's say si family of the dumpy. Ay, family of dumpy. Obviously. Lumayo ka na dyan.
Maiinis sila.
Lumayo ka dyan. Pero if you're the family of the dumper, yun usually That's ako, parang of all the, ang nangyayari dyan is, let's say yung mom falls in love with the partner, and sobrang in love siya, tas brinay ka ng anak niya, maawa siya, and so the girl, she clings on her ex through the family. Diba marami nangyayari na ganun na parang, whoa, like close pa rin si mom and si ex because wala, I mean, pareho silang hindi maka-let go. Yung isa na awa dun sa...
Well, ito, sa situation niya, let's cross the bridge when we get there because I don't think the family knows yet. So tignan natin, what's gonna happen? I think you guys have to talk to your families, but they are being careful about it because of the business. That's what they're concerned with.
Ako, when it comes to business...
I don't think you should get into business with
Ay, hindi.
your partner.
Ako...
Sorry, but that doesn't help because wala, andyan na.
My
So,
advice
ikaw?
is treat it like he is your business partner. And how would it... So, first, you start with looking at the business situation. What? Parang ano ba yung shares niya? Ano ba yung shares mo? Kailangan ba talaga siya? Kumbaga, you step out of your girlfriend mode and you look at it as a business situation.
So, in this case, it's the guy who invested money in it.
Oh, and then so, tingnan mo, nag-ROI ka na ba? And then, kumbaga, ang point ko is, you handle it as if he's not your ex. Na parang, okay, nagpasok ka ng 1 million, the company has made 1 million,
Yeah.
Okay ka na ba dito? Okay, can we look at future earnings? Buy you out na lang, I'll pay you, ganyan. Um,
Or treat him nga as an investor na
Pero
he doesn't have to really work with you day to day.
that's also another thing na, okay, you own this much of the company, I'll only email you monthly
But if
reports.
it's super detrimental to your
Parang just emailing him is a big deal.
oh, I think you have to weigh the pros and cons of this whole setup. Is there a way for you to get out of this? If there is, maybe you should consider that.
Paano kunwari si guy, yun yung, I think it's more complicated when, let's say, kailangan talaga yung partner. Gets mo? Like, oh, he does the accounting or whatever. But, again, if it's not, let's say the business isn't, she said naman the business is based on her profession. So if it's not naman na the guy is a florist and you guys are sell flowers and he's the only one who can do it, my advice is you can find anyone to replace what he does.
We still don't know, you didn't explain in your letter what the guy thinks of, parang ano bang tingin niya dapat mangyari. Kasi baka naman siya, may gusto siyang gawin na parang get out of it. Wala pa siyang sinabi, di ba? So I think you guys have to talk about these things.
Ako naman dun sa furbaby,
don't let it be an excuse for you guys to
still see each other.
Oh.
Kasi, again, here's the hard truth. Pag ex na kayo, pag kunwari, especially one partner ayaw na, and the reason is, wala lang, I'm not in love with you anymore. Don't feel bad that, let's say, kunwari, hindi na nakikita yung pet, or because wala na eh. I mean,
and truth be told, we were saying if it's either a pet or a human baby, to be frank, it's not the same. Okay? Your pet, your dog, only needs the love naman of one parent, honestly. I mean, hindi naman niya hihanapin yung dad niya eh. Hindi naman eh. Kasi ikaw, mahalin mo lang siya ng 100%. Kung kunwari, before it was 50-50, bigay mo yung 100% dyan sa dog mo, and you give it the basic needs and talagang love it, not because it connects you with your ex. You love it because that's your baby. Syempre iba kapag human child, because that's like a different thing, a different case.
Ako nakakatawa. So, in my early days, so I was starting to make money. Binilan ko ng chow chow yung ex ko. As soon as we broke up, talagang I just found out na pinamigay niya yung chow chow.
How did you feel?
Hindi inalagaan. Again, honestly, kaya ko sinasabi na parang tingnan mo long distance relationship rin sila eh.
Yeah.
So you're the one taking care of that dog.
Yeah.
You're the one, in my case kasi, this person yung wasn't naman a pet lover. You know?
Yeah, it was a gift for you.
So it was more of, for me, na parang, I gave her a chow chow. Stig. Pero I mean, I think, obviously, if you have been the one taking care of this dog, and this guy naman is not here, then,
or not even asking about the dog.
Then, yun nga, ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Saab, na all the love that you had for this guy, put it into the dog.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? Parang may nawala sa'yo eh. Ganun naman eh. Pag when you break up with someone, a piece of you dies.
Yeah.
And you just have to find different experiences, different people, different things to love to put those pieces back together.
And dogs are the best because they really love you unconditionally. Grabe. And that dog is never gonna cheat on you or make you feel awful.
Yes.
So it deserves all the love in the world. Oh, I miss our fur baby.
Yeah.
So the last one was, she said something about her work. So aside from the business, she said about her work. Since I manage it, I'm kind of compromised because I have to consider other expenses for the business.
Ayun nga, it's the same thing.
So it's also their business. Yeah, so there's 2 more years on the lease. Talk to him about it. I don't think there's anything that we can say because we don't know the situation
pero
enough to
ako,
assess it.
what I can say nga is you treat it like a business
Yeah.
situation. It's a business situation.
Yeah, just be grown ups
you have a
about it.
partner who you don't want to work with him anymore. Ako nakailang business partner breakups na ako, and it's I know it's tricky because there's so many personal things going on.
Mhm.
Like ito syempre iba ex mo eh. Pero I mean, it's the same eh. Friends who become business partners, they eventually break up. But the thing is, that's the good thing about business. There's a fine line in everything.
Mhm.
Okay, ito yung usapan natin nung umpisa.
Mhm.
This is how situations like this are handled.
Mm.
Therefore, ganon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I hope number one, I think it's very important na you're in a good place. 2 months after your breakup, you say na pinapaubaya mo na sa kaniya. Capital K. So I think, that puts you in a good position naman. So you'll get through this. Definitely. Just be honest with yourself. Kasi yun yung problema eh. When you're not honest with yourself and then you keep trying to make these excuses for behaving in certain ways, I think be honest with yourself. You just keep saying na it's over and you move forward.
Yeah.
So there.
All right.
I hope we helped you out.
Bye.
Bye.